About a month ago, we tried doing a video and it got messed up. So, because we didn't even get anything posted on it, we're gonna try again. So, here we are out in the pen, out in the barn with our new animals. What do we got?
2 gilts and a barrow. I think that's what they call them. Anyway, we're new to pigs, so this will be fun, a learning experience for us. But they're so cute. They're just multicolored and really fun. So we got these guys actually kind of on a fluke, and because we have some wonderful friends who know that we're trying to get into self-sufficiency a little bit more. So we have a couple that's just wonderful. Alan and Kelly are such wonderful people, but they decided that they were just going to donate these to our ranch this year as a kind of a housewarming, farm warming kind of a thing. Super exciting, and it's going to get us started with our meat production. I think we're probably going to figure out something for next year as far as starting our own pigs and getting some breeding going too. So we're really excited about that. Thank you so much, Alan and Kelly, for helping us out with this. We're really excited to start this new adventure with the pigs as well as the cows and the chickens.
These are going to be meat pigs. We already have most of them spoken for, which is awesome. We've found that there's a pretty good market in our area for pigs because a lot of people have gotten out of it and there's just not a lot of them around. This coming March or April, we're going to have them butchered.
But there's a problem with that, because in our area, there's just not that many butchers around that can do pigs and actually cattle either. So we are backlogged. We are having to make appointments. So we're having to look into where we're going to get these done and how it's going to be done. It's a little bit of an adventure on that area too.
We were really pleased with the butcher that did our cattle this year. It was the first time for us using them out of Roseburg. Crystal Creek Meats, they did a great job.
Yeah.
And I've put a phone call into them and they haven't got back to me with a date for butchering. For our cattle, we have to have an appointment made with the butcher a year in advance.
Yeah.
That's just the way that things are going. And so we're working on getting a butcher date for these pigs, but we are super excited.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to be just a little bit more self-sufficient. We love pork. Bacon, sausage, pork. I mean,
who doesn't
really
love
good
pork?
stuff. So we're really excited to have this really good pork. And again, thank you, Alan and Kelly, for helping us out with this.
So now, instead of feeding the apples to the cows,
We'll feed
them to the pigs. And they love them, and they seem to be doing great here. They love to run and play, and they're always having a good time. So it's the same old story for us with our lives being super busy. And with the days getting shorter, it seems like it makes it even busier. My bus route, I have to be up at 5, a little bit before 5, so I can be at the bus barn at 5:20 and be out on the road by 5:40. So I'm not much of a morning person, but I'm having to learn to be. And then Stacy, with her work, seems like she's constantly driving.
I'm always gone. We've got, when he leaves in the morning, then I get ready. I usually get a little housework done, and then I head off to work, and I'm not back until dark, almost dark.
Yeah.
And so we got to get the cows fed, we got to get the pigs fed. There's so much to do after I get home, and then we keep old people time now because we get up at 5 in the morning, so we're in bed by 8:30.
Yep.
Makes for a really long day. And that's exactly one of the reasons why I'm still desperately looking for a new job. So I'm putting applications in all the time. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're hoping and praying and would appreciate your prayers on that for a job closer to home. And an hour drive one way really makes the days long.
Well, and we're spending so much money in gas. You know
Yeah.
how gas prices are now, and it's just kind of crazy. There's wear and tear on the truck and the car too.
Yeah, and the weather's not getting any better, so
No, riding behind those semis in the rain
yeah.
on the freeway, not good.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway,
So anyway,
we're working on it. So these are our egg chickens. Hello, girls. And this, we've got 8 birds. We do a pretty good amount of eggs every day. Still, even though it's cold and rainy outside.
we keep this light on all the time in the hen house, and that keeps the chickens laying because they have what seems to be daylight to them all the time.
Okay, so the last thing we want to do is, we do this about every 2 or 3 days, is we go check on the cows. And they're up in the back 40, so we're getting in the pickup and we're taking off.
Great year, a great year for the grass coming on early in the fall. We've had quite a bit of rain. In fact, we just got through with an atmospheric river that drenched us for a few days.
It's so good.
But in the fall, we had some good days with rain and then some very warm days, and so the clover came up really heavy, where last year the clover hardly even got started. And so
We haven't had to feed the cows.
yeah, we haven't had to feed the cows a lot. My grandfather had the theory that that you should keep a little bit of dry hay in front of the cows. It'll keep them from getting the runs too bad from all the nice heavy green grass and clover. So we have been feeding them a little bit. You might notice there aren't as many cows as there were, and that's because the neighbor, our good friend Roger, and I went through and culled out the old cows. We talked about how we were going to have to do that. In some of the videos this summer, we talked about how some of our cows were really old. We thought that one cow that still had the brand was probably around 20 years old. Well, I was talking to Roger. He's been helping us out for years and years, and he figures actually that cow could be 24 years old. So there was a bunch of the cows, 9 of them, that got sent to the auction, and we got a good price out of them for being cull cows. They did really well. And we had planned on keeping around 15 cows. If you figure 3 cows per acre, and we're just under 100 acres here, that would be about right for us. But we got to looking at them, and when we were sorting them out and culling them out, we figured maybe because we all came from the same small school, apparently we don't know how to count, so we ended up with 18 rather than 15. But a lot of it was this year we've got good grass growing. We're not having to feed a whole lot, so 18 is a good number for us to have with the cows. And we don't, we're not having to worry about that too much. That also gives us room. If we have a cow that doesn't end up calving this year, we'll cull her out right away and get rid of her. It gives us a little bit of wiggle room to get rid of what we need to, if we need to, and still get plenty of calves and make decent money off of them. So let's go up and check them out.
Hi, girls. Good morning. They think we have something for them.
So a lot of our cows are replacement heifers this year, and they're going to be first-time calvers, so we're going to have to really watch them when we start calving to make sure that they're not having issues. We still have some old ones like that one that we just passed, but even they aren't super old. They're just good cows.
So yeah, we check and see how they're doing, and we're gonna head up here pretty soon and see about making sure that they have lots of water. And this time of year is usually not a problem because the rains kind of fill up that tank okay, and they don't. Yeah, they get so much water off the grass.
So much water off the grass.
So it's not probably something we're gonna have to worry about. But anyway, we're gonna check on it, just make sure that our girls are happy. Such a beautiful area.